with the host, with the energy. It's the host with the host, with the most. It's the host with the host, with the energy. It's the host with the host, with the respectfully. It's the host with the host, with the energy. It's the host with the host, with the energy. It's the host. You know. It's the host with the host, with the energy. It's the host with the host, with the most. It's the host with the host, with the energy. It's the host with the host, with the respectfully. It's the host with the host, with the energy. It's the host with the host, with the energy. It's the host. It's the host with the most. What? Energy. Here speaking freely once again. Hey. Oh my God, I'm so excited for today's episode. I'm not gonna lie, I got a special guest with me. Hey, where is she? Who is it? You wanna know? Yes. I'm about to let you know in like 2, 4, 5, 6. Wait, stop. But I have a special guest here with me today, an amazing person that is a part of my life. Her name is Bria Banks. Hey, girl.
Hello, everyone.
How are you? Feeling good?
I'm feeling great. Feeling awesome. Had a pretty good day today. Did a lot of parties, so.
Did a lot of parties. Okay, so tell everybody where you from, where they can find you at, what do you do, everything that you're involved with.
Okay, so I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. Moved here, I would say about 16 years ago with my family to Atlanta, Georgia, and then I located here in Savannah because of school. I went to Savannah State University. Just having like an HBCU type of experience.
Ooh.
You know, my mom, she had one at Grambling State, so I was like, okay, let's follow in the footsteps.
Right.
But and from there, I just kind of stuck it out here. I joined an awesome ministry family called Anti Commission.
Sweet.
They had a campus ministry called Commission to Love, and that's what drew me in. And from there, you know, I just been with the family and just been working here. Have my own business.
Yes.
I am an entrepreneur. I am a Mary Kay consultant with my own business, as well as I work with a local media team called Flight of Promise Media. That's also connected to our church as well. Our leader, like, she had founded it and she created it, which is awesome and amazing. It goes with what I went to school for mass communications, you know, as a multimedia journalist, as well as a video content editor.
Ooh.
So I am excited. There has been, you know, a lot of blessings from God.
Listen, where can they reach you at? Do you have any other social media platforms that they can reach out to you in case they want to actually do business with you since you do edits?
Yeah, so you can actually reach me on my Instagram page. It's called at Treasured Heirs, as my Facebook page, which is The Golden Bee by Bria Banks.
The Golden Bee, okay? The Golden Bee. I just love it. Absolutely, I love it. That is amazing. Everything that you're involved in, just going to school and just following the footsteps. You know how big it is to go to an HBC school? Oh my gosh, it's huge. You know what I'm saying? Black girls rock, black girls rock. I just absolutely love it. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I truly appreciate it. Everybody's time is very time. Everybody's time is precious. So thank you so much. I do want to talk about how the way we connected and we just been flowing and going amongst us, just knowing each other. We actually connected with a event that I hosted for. I was the host for. And she was doing what she's doing now, being a Mary Kay consultant, and she was phenomenal. Like she just listen. That's her ram. You know what I'm saying? Like she rock it. And when I had you walking around, the whole building, it was just so dope. It was just a great experience. It was good to connect and just to learn a lot about the Mary Kay products and all that good stuff. So if you ever had any type of Mary Kay products, definitely make sure that you get with my girl Bria B, because guess what? She gonna let you know what it is. The B is definitely gonna sting, okay? The B is gonna sting. So definitely make sure that you connect with her and get all the information that you need. She will share it again before this episode ends. But y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is when I have my guests. It's topic time. It's definitely topic time. So any guest that comes on my show, I actually pull a topic out of this jar. We're going to give our perspective on the topic. We're going to give life experience. We're going to drop our jewels. We're going to speak freely. We're going to do what we do. You understand? So be free, be comfortable. Drink your water if you have to, because we don't know what's about to be pulled out of here. Okay? We don't know. So let's get into it. I love the fact that your day has been wonderful, though. How many people was at that party?
So this is a party for a friend who's also an entrepreneur, Mary Kay. She had a new recruit who just started her business, and so we wanted to encourage her. So she had about, I would say, a good 7 people that came over to our party, which is really good. You know, it was in person and also virtual at the same time. So I was able to help out with the virtual part with people on virtual. And yes,
that's a big role. That's a big role.
It is, and the setup is awesome too. It's like, you know, it's live. You guys get to walk through the studio, you know, and get to know the products, and people also talking about it. So it's really nice.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is amazing. For you to even be a part of it to help that friend, you know, do that. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. But do you see this right here? Do you see that? It's called breaking the cycle, baby. It's breaking the cycle. I want to take a sip of my water.
No, I'm gonna take a sip of that.
I think I want to take a sip of my water for this, because let me tell you something. It's a lot to be broken. Okay? Breaking the cycle.
Wow. That's good.
First thing that come to mind, just reading that, showing y'all that. I don't want to repeat what already been taught to me, that I see that they didn't get through. You know what I'm saying? The lessons already been shown within the cycle that's been repeated. It's time for you to break it. You get it? It's time for you to break the cycle. It didn't work for them. So they need to see the change within you to know that it can be done. You got it? I know that. I feel that. And I'm doing it. So it's just like breaking the cycle. That's the first thing that comes to mind as I really talk about it. Like, thank you, Prada. As I really talk about it though, because you know it's better than what you know. You get what I'm saying? For what you have seen. It did not work. And the cycle wasn't even really right, because they continuously repeating a cycle that have not made any change. So you have to be that change. You have to be that one. Just like I'm the chosen one to do what I'm doing in my life, for me and those that's willing and want to follow, and my children, of course. You get what I'm saying? And you are the chosen one to walk into your purpose and do what you need to do for you, and to impact and change those around you that you come across. So when you heard and you seen breaking the cycle, what came to mind?
First off,
right? I ain't gonna lie, it's like that's a down.
A lot of things came to mind because, in all honesty, this is something that is actually very much so at the forefront before me. That God is really talking about, you know, concerning just my placement, where I'm at, who I am, you know, where I come from, the people that I come from, and awesome leaders. My leader, Dr. Lorena King, who's also the $1 million elite executive senior sales director of our unit, embassy. You know, she has been speaking to us, especially more frequently, about what we are doing and where we are going. You know, us being the #1 unit in all of Mary Kay and hitting that milestone. You know, as a predominantly, you know, Black community of people, even in our unit, though we are open for everybody to be a part of it. You know, it's just a milestone for us, especially in this city, to be able to hit something like that. And it was so monumental. But she was just expressing to us that, you know, this is the time for us to really break the cycles that are in our life, especially the cycles of poverty.
Yeah.
And having that poverty mindset, and almost as if having a slave mentality of feeling like you are chained up to the way society says that
Talk
you
about
should
it. Talk about that.
And what
That's
actually
what,
caught my eye, which is
Ooh.
actually in this very room, I was reading at the top, it said entrepreneur is a person who risks their own money for freedom rather than exchanging their freedom for money. That is exactly what we in our unit, in our ministry, are being taught even right now and expressed to, is that when you are building something for yourself, now this is breaking a cycle. So this is breaking that cycle of working a 9 to 5, working for somebody else, making somebody else rich. Something I had to learn. You know, it's a hard lesson to learn when you finally grasp that I am not even doing this for myself. I'm a slave all the way up until what they call retirement. But at that point, my life has passed me by. And for so long, you know, it's breaking that cycle and that mentality of, oh, I gotta go out, I gotta get a job. No. Have a career, have your own business, you know, and I appreciate my leaders because that's what they're teaching us. Have what you were never taught to have, because so many other people are being taught that, to have their own place, their own business, have something for yourself. That you have to want that. You have to want that. You have to want that and know that it is better than what you just know. You get what I'm saying? It's more to life than that. It's more to life than you and I. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. Like, it's huge, you know? So that right there, and not letting society project onto you to make you feel like this is what we should be doing. This is what, thank you, best friend. What we should be doing. This is, you know, this is how the way it's supposed to operate. It would work that way for you. It may not work that way for me. And I gotta do what's best for me. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, open those businesses, but at the same time, go out there to get that knowledge and them tools that you need to actually have that productive business. Do more research. You get what I'm saying? Get involved more. Go around people that already have established, you know, and I don't even want to always keep predicated to the money though, because at the end of the day, where I'm at in my life, I can't do it for the money. It's bigger than that. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just a tool. When it goes, what are you leaving? I'm leaving my impact. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving my legacy. I'm leaving my name. They gonna know who Arnasia Woods is. They gonna know who Nate the Boss is. I say Nate the Boss because I am a boss. I know who I am. They gonna know who the host with the most is. I don't just host, but I am the most. You get what I'm saying? Because when I'm in that room, that energy is felt. You know that. Like, but at the same time, you really have to want better for yourself, as you said. And that cycle, you know what I'm saying? Who is going to make that change? Who's going to break it then? If you continuously move on and continues to repeat the cycle, who is going to be the one to change it? Knowing you have thoughts that ponder on your mind to say, I know that I should be doing something totally different. So why aren't you? I know this is not the way. So won't you figure out your way? Even if you may make mistakes, even if you're going to fail, that's okay. You got to learn and form new habits, good habits, not the same old habits that people done did, and the lessons is in your face so you don't have to repeat it. That's where the wisdom come in. That's why it's wise people out here now to tell you what not to do, the roads that you don't have to take. But if, like you said, you want to be naive, if you don't want to listen and you want to repeat it, then of course you're going in the trend. You following suit. You just going down the repeated cycle. And guess what? For those that have children like myself, it just continues on, and then it's pressure on them. That's very true. That's so accurate. That's even what I have heard even recently. About. You breaking the cycle isn't just breaking it for yourself. It's breaking it for generations to come. Because at this point in our day and in our life, it's not even about us anymore. It's like it's really not. Someone was supposed to pave the way for you. They paved the way. Now it's your turn to pave the way for somebody else. And honestly, breaking that cycle is something that I'm learning. If I may testify, that's been breaking me. It's really been breaking me. To hear that being said, because it's like, it really truly isn't, when you can get past the mindset of, well, I gotta do this or I gotta do that, I just gotta make it work for myself, it's like, you missed the point.
Yes.
I'm learning. You're missing the
Yes.
point when you're only doing it for yourself. But when you do it in mind of a generation that's coming behind you, that they don't have to go through what you are going through or what your parents have gone through, that makes it much easier for them, because that's a battle that they don't have to add on to a battle that they're already going to have to face in their time, in their generation. You know, so it's so important. That is what's breaking the cycles. You know, what are your cycles? What are the cycles in your life? You know, even outside of every day-to-day things, it's like, what cycles in the mindset, you know? How do you think? How do you perceive?
And that balance also too within life, repeating that cycle where you see what you're not doing. So now you need to pick up to know what you need to do and put that in the forefront. You get what I'm saying? Like if you from the, and it could be the most simplest thing. I need to prioritize more. I need to prioritize better, budget better. You get what I'm saying? I need to really have a cap on. Yeah, this can happen. But for real, because at the same time, I've learned too, and I'm gonna put this as an example. When I get frustrated, elevate my voice. When I'm talking about, I'm going to the roof. Society does not dictate who you are, but you will allow that you'll forever be stagnant. You got that right.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay. But I realized that's not the way I want to respond or react when I'm in a situation that I can't control, right? My kids was doing those things too. They was having those outbursts, but as being a parent, you think it's okay for you to shut them down and tell them that they have to be quiet now. Who are you talking to? You shouldn't be saying that. I'm the parent, you're the child, all those things. But they're repeating what they see. They only going off of what they know, what they seeing. I had to do a whole 360. I had to reflect on self and really realize what I'm doing in a moment that is not cool for me, especially as I'm growing, as I'm elevating it, and various of doors opening up, being in certain rooms. You can't have that type of response or demeanor. Nobody really wants to be around that if you can't control yourself. You get what I'm saying? So it's something that happened. I forgot what morning. It's something that happened, and my son did something, and my son was like, "Mom, you not mad?" I'm like, no, it's okay. As a matter of fact, my son left his bag at the house, and I was just so frustrated because I was running late that morning. Usually I'd be like, why did you leave that bag? And I didn't. I was like, it's okay, I'll just go back and get it. It's out of my control. It's left. Look how far we are. I can't turn around right now. I gotta get you to school. I'll go back and get the bag, drop them off, and then I go to work. And my son just stared at me for like 2.5. 2.5 is my favorite number, especially being from New York. But just 2.5 seconds and just stared at me. I'm just like, okay. And it's just that transition for him to kind of like just process that and see like, mommy didn't get mad. Okay. My mother is changing. My mother is changing, but it's changing in a good way, because I want y'all to understand that the way that I was, and it's a learning process. The way that I was going about things, it wasn't the right way. I had to learn that for self. So to know that and embed that inside of them, so they don't have to do that and have those moments like that, it starts now. That's why I am the parent. It starts now. You get what I'm saying? And it comes with breaking that cycle. And that's all me growing up in my great-grandmother's house with my uncles, my aunt, my aunt was there, my grandmother and stuff. It was just always that everybody gotta yell. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta say what they gotta say, whatever, which is a good thing, but you have to know when to have those moments. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to your tone always have to elevate to get your point across. That's what I'm really trying to say. Your tone always have to elevate to actually get your point across. And the thing is though, is anybody really hearing you, or somebody just trying to match the energy that you're giving them at the moment, because they ain't really trying to hear that. You're not coming at them in the right space, in the right mind. You get what I'm saying? You coming off an impulse of what you're feeling in that moment, but at the same time, is you really settle? Can you talk calm to me? Can you really like see me eye to eye and just kind of like understand, like, so I can understand your perspective, where you coming from? And I wasn't around that. I had to learn that. And I learned through other people. You know what I'm saying? That you got to pipe down a little bit. It's okay to do that, but pipe down a little bit. We don't want to do that all the time. And that's okay though too, but I have to be okay with self to be able to do that and wanting to do that. and be comfortable in my skin within doing that too, you know. So, and breaking the cycle, it just go under so many things in the form of, from finances to life, to spiritual, to education. Like, it's just so much that falls under the line of just breaking the cycle. Like, but it's so much stuff that I just thinking about like one time right now, because it's like, yo, breaking the cycle is big. I cannot continuously repeat things that have been done that have not changed. They have not changed. And when you know that you are the one to make that change, you have to walk in that. You understand that? And that, if that's walking into your purpose, if that's walking into your truth, do it. Own it. By any means necessary, own that. And stand 10 toes on it. Because you cannot continuously do things that other people have done, and it showed you that it did not work out. It showed you it wasn't right. It showed you nothing had changed in their lives. And this is years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to continuously go in a circle. You want to actually go down a straight line, right? And I mean, even if you have to swerve in other lanes, those other lanes I'm looking at as open doors that God have used you, so you could leave that impact and what people need to know in that moment right there, but get back on path. Because at the same time, you done did what you needed to do in that moment. You get what I'm saying? Now it's time to continue, go on to the next. Continue to walk in that purpose. Continue to tell the people what they need to know. But at the same time, walk in your truth. Walk in your truth. For real, walking into your truth. Walk into your truth. I just said that the other day, though. Definitely powerful. Definitely powerful, though. And you just gotta remember who you are. You know, you gotta remember who you are. And don't fall into what society is projecting on to you that you should be, how the way you're supposed to say things, how the way you're supposed to respond to things. No, I'm not supposed to respond like that. No, I'm not supposed to do that with my child like that. No, I'm not supposed to tell my child that he needs to be quiet when he's trying to tell me something and I'm study saying, no, be quiet or shut up. You're not supposed to be saying that. And at the same time, guess what that's doing for him? When he gets into society, when he get older, he's not going to be able to know how to express himself. He's going to have a problem, going to be struggling with that. And who that reflect on? The mother, the father, the home. So don't listen to society, because society, is it really right with what they teaching us? Is it really right?
Not at all. They actually teach you like how to split a home, break up a home, not
that
having
part.
Relationships, not communicating. You know, you don't have to communicate. You can be to yourself. You can do this, and it's like none of that benefits you. And then
it affects you, in various ways. And guess what? That also falls on to the next person that you may come across. And it's just it's a cycle. That's what a cycle. That's the cycle. Somebody done hurted you. Now you want to hurt the next person. Somebody done said something to make you mad. Now you're ready to piss off the next person. What are we doing here? Tell that person that was wrong for what they did, but at the same time, you got something to fix within you. But you know what? I want to keep it right here, and I don't want that to happen to the next person. So I'm gonna stop you. This is something that you have to really remind yourself continuously, over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I don't have my moments where, of course, I want to tell somebody over the moment, but I have to process, do my 5-second countdown to myself to be like, or hold my hand just like this to myself and say, I'm better than that. Something is really wrong here, but I know I'm not the issue. I'm not the problem. And people, 9 times out of 10, when it comes to these cycles, though, we got to fix self before we try to change anybody else. Until you do that, the world will not be a better place for you. The world will not. It just won't, because you're not right within yourself. You're looking at everybody else and what everybody's doing. They go to judgment. They go to opinions. They go this, they go that. You got something to say, but you're not right within you. And guess what? And when I say not right within you, because we all still growing, we all still learning. So you right within you to have accepted and knowing what needs to be done, the right way to go about things, being on a positive light of life and not on a negative. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, being right within you, though. Because if you're just looking at everything on a negative aspect, or everything that come out your mouth, it's just that's how the way I feel. But just like that, something is not right here. Fix what the problem is. But you only can do that. You can't get rescued by nobody else. Nobody can't save you. But God can, of course. But at the same time, that also you have to put in that work.
Yep, work making the choice.
You have to put in that work.
Faith and work. Yeah,
it's hand in hand. That's why we're able to do this.
Wow.
That's why we're able to do this. That's why we're able to do that. It's just break the cycle, man. You see the change that need to be done within your family, within your life, within your friends, within the people that you come across. Break the cycle. Stand up for what's right. Stand up for what's right in the moment. Anybody know if you come across me and you sitting there speaking low or speaking down about your life or about yourself or whatever, you gotta stop that right there. I can't listen to that. Now, if you want to say that when I'm not in the room or if I'm not near you or having a conversation, that's so be it. But when you in my presence, I will not allow that. Why are you doing that to yourself? The tongue is the most powerful thing, and I've learned that. Listen, you better speak life. You better speak what you want in life. I'm trying to tell you, it's real. It's really real, though. But be the change. You gotta be the change, though. For real, you gotta be the change.
I agree. That's powerful. That's powerful. Listen, we're not even always in the same room together, but what she's speaking on is the truth. It is the truth, because I'm telling you, that is something that a lot of us, put myself out there, have to learn. It is. You have to change and switch how your mind operates. You have to also just call out certain things that's on your mind that should not be.
Yep.
Even in your heart, that should not be, because by the end of the day, God didn't make you be that way. He made you to be successful. He made you to be able to walk this life out with authority.
Yes.
With the authority that He has given you, with all the love that He has given you. Everything that we do in our life is going to come with correction. It's going to come with something that's going to make us look at ourselves and look at our flaws, not to get down on ourselves, not to just walk out in negativity, but to look at that and be like, I can improve that. I can change that. That's awesome. I'm telling you, not even in the same room with me, but she's speaking on some things that I know a lot of great people have spoken even to me. And it's true. It's monumental. It's like nothing will ever change for you if you don't change what's up here. Nothing will ever change for you if you don't change even what's here.
Yes.
And knowing the greatness that's inside of you. That is God.
That mindset, I'm telling you, like, where I am now, again, for where I used to be. If I did not change that, I would not be able to be doing this, truthfully speaking. But you have to want better. You have to want to change. I don't care who is saying what you need to change about you, why you need to change it, what you need to change it for. If you don't want to change for you, it's just like it won't. I'm not going to say it won't work. It's just like it just will be a longer process within your journey for you to reach where you're supposed to be at, or what you evangelize for yourself within your future. You get what I'm saying? It would just be a longer process, because until that change is that also works hand in hand from the heart to the mind. You get what I'm saying? And the mind is the most powerful thing to lose. So you definitely don't ever want to lose that, but you need to change it for the better. You will have a different outlook on certain things. You get what I'm saying? Where somebody may say something and before it could have affected me, but now it's just like, that's okay, you think that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's cool that you think that way, but that's not changing nothing, baby. That's not changing nothing. Like it's not gonna affect anything. Of course, I'm not gonna say the cycle, but the saying is, it ain't gonna stop me from eating, it ain't gonna stop me from sleeping. Yeah, those things are true, but at the same time, I still want to leave something with you and let you know that by you saying that, what makes you better than me? And it's not even the fact that the thought has came for you to say something to me, whatever it is, to kind of try to make me feel low or dim my light. What is going on with you that you're not speaking about? What is going on with you that needs to be fixed or that has broken, that you haven't healed from or even took the process to start to heal from? So if you haven't did that, I don't know. Everything reflect back to self. Everything, like, it's just when you look at your day, and that's just what I've been doing a whole lot lately. You did everything that you had set out to do. You put all you done God sent people throughout your path throughout the day to send certain messages to give you affirmations on what's what, or just how the way you go about it. But then you have the time, like you said, to reflect. What could I have done better today? What could I have done differently? You get what I'm saying? But still praise yourself to know what you've done great today. You get what I'm saying? Always. If y'all don't ever get anything from me, always be happy for things that you are doing. And don't criticize yourself and beat yourself up too much. I've done that way too much. And that's a negative mindset. You get what I'm saying? That's a negative mindset. And that was ugly. That was very ugly because I was looking for it from so many other people. That's also a cycle. A lot of people do it. But if you cannot do it for yourself, how could you expect people to be able to do it for you? That's where the reciprocation comes from. Falls in line at. You get what I'm saying? Like it's so much when it comes to breaking that cycle. Everybody don't want to do the 9 to 5. Some people do. I have a 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? I do have a 9 to 5, but it also pays my bills. But I know sometimes when I'm at work, I think about the stuff that I know that I'm doing outside of the job. You get what I'm saying? So it's that balance that I be battling with that sometimes be challenging. You get what I'm saying? So where, okay, I'm at work. Yeah, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. But then it's like the host with the most is calling, like wanting to do other things outside of that. You get what I'm saying? Like just knowing who I am, just walking into my purpose. Like it's just so much that predicates to balance in that and just doing what needs to be done. But again, that's how I know that 9 to 5, to be honest, ain't gonna have to be there no more. But my purpose is gonna pay the way. It's gonna pay the way, but at the same time, he's preparing me. And knowing that preparation time is just me warming up. It's just me warming up. And the thing is though, too, with breaking the cycle also falls under, as I'm thinking about it, people told you that it took them 10 years to get where they at. Why are you trying to do it in 2? People showed you that it took them 5 years to do what they're doing, or to reach the level that they have reached. Why are you trying to do it in 6 months? It won't happen. The microwavable moments or things that you think that we supposed to have will be taken away just as well as it was heated up. You need to go in that oven. You know what I'm saying? Like, let that process, and that's what I love what God is doing with me outside of personal obstacles that I am currently facing. You get what I'm saying? It's the dedication, it's the consistency, it's the confidence, it's the purpose, it's the love. It's the love that I have for what I'm doing, and knowing that it's paying its way now. You get what I'm saying? To be honest, it's paying its way now. It's just the fact of you're looking beyond to other things. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, you're looking beyond to other things, but honestly, it's really paying its way now. But no, everybody don't see that yet. But as long as I see it and he's seen it, that's all I need to see it. That's all I need to see it. That is all I need to see, and nobody else need to see that. Nobody need to see that, and that's what everybody gotta really realize though too. When it comes to your vision, please, no. As long as you and him know, the ones that supposed to help you along that journey is gonna be there. The ones that don't is gonna stay where they at, or they gonna flee along the side. You get what I'm saying? That's cool too. They still came a part of your path for a purpose. You left something out, or you left something on them. They left something with you that you have learned and know to carry, and it's in your pocket to know when to use it. And that's every day. My friend that was on here, Speak Freely, she was on here for about like 3 episodes. Her name is Ivory. She also made a good point when she said, everywhere is your classroom. Everyone is a teacher and everyone is a student. And that is a big fact. That is a big fact. Big shout out to my sister. I love you, girl. I'm so serious. Like, it is, everywhere is your classroom. I'm talking about even when you're in the grocery store waiting in line. You don't know if that person will say, excuse me, where did you get that from? And that conversation could lead to something else. So don't take things for granted. Like just know, like, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. But breaking the cycle, it can start with you. It can start with you. And you know, when it comes to the cycle, it's your cycle that you have seen, that you honestly live in, that you see within society, and you know that it need to be broken. And don't be the one that's waiting for the change. Be the change. Okay? Don't be the one waiting for it. Be it. Act now. Why wait? Act now. Why wait? Act now. Why wait? For real. What is the purpose? To continue to repeat? No, I want to change it. And even as I'm learning to change it, I'm still learning. So I may make mistakes, know that. I may fail, know that. But I know I don't want to repeat that cycle. Positive mindset. Positive mindset is the best mindset to have. The best mindset to have. Is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's the best thing. That's how the world could really be a better place, in my opinion. Like, if everybody just looked at things on a positive outlook and not take things personal, not just take things, and I was once there too. I was once there taking things personal, but not taking things personal is also a sense of power. It's also a sense of power, you know, like it does so much. It does so much for you. You able to still function. When you take things personal, you kind of like a lot of things just shut down. It just shut down completely. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, I forgot I'm supposed to do this. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to do that. Well, I gotta do that again? Oh boy. All those thoughts, you know, just predicating your head and all that. But at the same time, if you don't take it personal, which I had to learn, which was hard, in times that I have almost relapsed, I caught myself. That's breaking that cycle for me. That's breaking that cycle for me. I can't do that no longer. I know where it put me in that place where I'm not being as productive as I want to be. I don't like that unproductive side. It's not nurturing to my body. It's not good for me. It's not good, you know? But breaking a cycle is whew.
Yes, it is.
Why are you laughing, Bria?
I'm like, man, she is just like giving it. I mean, all truth. It's just amazing because that's so accurate, you know, and it just brought me, like, I was literally, as you was speaking, I was thinking about a scripture that said, so a man thinks, that's what he is. So if you think in a negative way, if you think negatively about yourself, then that's what you are. You know, it's however you perceive things, that's what's going to come out of you. And I'm just like, man, and learning that you really have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline the way that you think. You have to discipline the way that you talk. You have to discipline the way that you even approach people.
Yes.
Because no matter even what goes on in your life, and you know, I bring it to my business because of what she said. The founder of Mary Kay, I was reading her book, and what she had said was so prominent. She was just saying, like, if you think you can, you can. Mm-hmm. If you think you can't, you're right.
Yeah.
Because no one ever stops you from doing what you desire to do in your heart, which is what God had given you the desires of. But you're the only person that can stand in the way of what God says that you are and the purpose that you have. No one else. Not even any enemy of anything.
Of
it's
any
like,
sort, yep.
The only person that can stop you is you. Yeah, you can have your stumbling blocks, you can have your obstacles, and they can be in your face and be like, yeah. But no one can stop you in your process but you. But as long as you're still breathing, you have an opportunity to still get back up. Ooh. When God says there's still time on the clock, you still have time to get back up and say, with the time I have now, how do I use it? What do I need to continue to see in myself that needs to change so I can use the time that you have still given me by grace and mercy correctly?
And do you know one thing about it is I'm always happy on how am I figure this out? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? God going to give you the resources.
Yeah.
He going to give you the resources. You understand me? Like everybody placed in your life You better know how to utilize what you have around you, but of course don't use them and don't abuse them. Not physical abuse, but I'm saying don't abuse them. You know what I'm saying? That comes under using them. So it's just amazing how the way you just said that, because it's just, he does that, and that's why he's a powerful God. He's a powerful God for real. Like, oh Lord, he just knows, and he's on time. You know what I'm saying? When you take away your time not being on time, and you go off of his time, you're gonna be like, thank you. I'm trying to tell you, like, yes,
That's real.
yes, I needed it now. I thought I needed it before, but I needed it right now. And that just hit, like, it just hit like no other. But it's so many things that falls under breaking the cycle. And I like how the way you just broke that down, from how the way you respond to how the way you approach. You get what I'm saying? The way you go about things that you know that you are involved in, and just every single thing. Like, be the change. And don't talk about the change, be the change. Don't mention the change to other people and you're not acting on becoming or being the change. If you could think about it, act on it. If it's heavy on your spirit, do something about it. Why put your thoughts on other people when you're not doing nothing about it for yourself? That's being considerate. And when I say putting your thoughts on that was me talking about like problems or just different things that maybe could be going on. Why? And guess what? That falls under a choice that you have made to do that. And yes, they may be able to give you advice. Yes, they may be able to pray for you. But now, most of the time, things that I do go through, obstacles, challenges I may face, I've learned that I cannot seek to be rescued by other people. When God can rescue me, and I can do it myself, I need to do it for myself. You understand? Because I don't put whatever they have going on, because everybody has something going on. And it don't necessarily have to be a problem to those. It could just be a challenge. And I don't like to use the word problem either no more. Like that, I want to get out my vocabulary too, because it's just like, is it really a problem or just like a difficult challenge that you're facing right now that you just got to get through? A problem though? It's just too much when it comes to that. Just like we don't need to solve it. We just need to get through it. We got to get through it. And everybody around you cannot fix it. Sometimes you even put yourself in it. So you got to get yourself out. Yeah. So if you put yourself in it, why are you trying to seek to get rescued with somebody else? That's hard. That's wrong. In my opinion, it's wrong. It's wrong. And it's selfish. Because now so much is on them that they probably can't even carry their own situations, their own challenges, because they feel like yours is bigger than theirs at this moment. Some people do that. Be the change. Be the change. You think about it. You always talking about it. You want to do it. Act on it. Mean what you say what you mean, and be the change for yourself, not only for the people, but be it for yourself too, because at the end of the day, it starts with self before it can be given on to anyone else. So if you do that first, you're right, it's what you put in. It takes time. Sometimes Rome won't not built in the day. Yo, this right there. Yes. I like it, Style. You have a very valid point there. Want to jump over things since that it don't happen that way. It's time and dedication that you put in to speak it, my girl. Absolutely right. Time and dedication. But you gotta want it for self. You gotta want it for self, butterfly. Mr. Butterfly. And I like and love your style. You tell it the way it is because you telling it the way it should be told. Absolutely. And I'm gonna speak freely at all times. Stay away from the dream killer because they will kill your dreams. Nobody's killing mine because guess what? My mindset right here, I would not allow it. You can't be around me if The words that come out of your mouth, if it's trying to disturb the peace and what I'm going on my path, I will stop you. You understand? I will stop you in a moment to where you think that you're gonna do that, and you gonna feel it. My aura speaks for itself before I even have to speak. If you want to get technical, so that's just how the way it goes. So people kind of already sense it before they even say anything. But sometimes people want to test that, which is fine. You get what I'm saying? But having that good positive mindset already had me settled in knowing how the way I need to go about that. And like you said, within the approach, the response, and certain things as well. So nobody's gonna be. And I'm not even seeking the dream. I'm seeking the purpose. I'm chasing the purpose. It's chasing the purpose. I'm not gonna lie. I was chasing the dreams before as I thought it was supposed to be the dreams, but it's the purpose, because the purpose falls under the line of my legacy. The dreams is at the same time, the dreams, what else are you dreaming? Because once you reach that dream goal, what else do you have? No, it's the purpose, because the purpose leaves the legacy. And that's what I'll be leaving behind. You will always remember Ernasia Woods. For real. Y'all will. And I'm doing it now. But before we kind of wrap up pretty soon, I definitely want to ask you a question. I want to know, your name start with a B, right? So right now, in your life right now, what is the first word that comes to mind? The very first word that comes to mind, you can take your time. The very first word that comes to mind is to say where you at in your life that starts with a B.
Where I'm at in my life. I'm going to say bravery. And the reason why I say that is not every time I always take that route with what I'm faced with or what I do, but I know that that's prominent for where I want to go. It's going to take bravery. It's going to take having to face the things that are hard to face, the challenges that come my way that will only grow me and not hinder me. And be brave enough to face that head on and continue to push past and push through so that I can get to my next phase of where I need to be.
Yes. I love that. It's the fact that you know that you have to be brave now, and knowing that the obstacles and things that you are facing, you will have to continuously be brave. I love it. I didn't think he was gonna say bravery though. I love that because a lot of times, you wouldn't think that you have to be like you have to be brave within this moment. You get what I'm saying? Especially when things are coming in your life as a full force, and it's just, of course, it's out of your control, but at the same time, it's still predicates to what are you going to do about it? Because you have to do something about it. He can't do all the work. You know that. He can't do all the work. And if you think that, go back to sleep and wake back up and tune in on the show. Because you thought something wrong. But being brave is big. You gotta be brave. That's also fighting that fearful feeling, It's fighting that fearful feeling. And I really speak on the other side of fear is everything that you need. That's why I feel like that feeling come upon you, Like it's just like your body is telling you that you scared or you so nervous to actually do these things and you fearful for doing it. But until you do it, you're like, wow.
That's right.
Wow. This is what it felt like. Yeah. And guess what? It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen again and again. So if you're able to do it, if you're able to do it once, you already have it in you. So the feeling gotta go. It don't work hand in hand for you. Now it may happen with someone else, but at the same time, that's why you broke through and you fought those fears. So now you can help the next person fight theirs. That comes across your path. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. Break the cycle. Okay? If you ain't getting nothing else within this message, break the cycle. You are the change that you want to happen. You can make that change. But it starts with you. If going to grandma's house and you know that everybody will just sit around and just be talking and gossiping, change that conversation. Change that conversation. You don't want to stay over there. No, you don't want to stay over there at the house too long because you feel like that's all they do. But you want to get that peace and that vibe from somewhere else. Change that, because guess what? That's still family. You got it. You know who you are. You know who you are. So break the cycle. If you see that it's working and you seeing people interacting with their kids on a level to where it's like you notice that all you do is yelling or you just you bringing them down in a sense. Be the change, lift them up, speak life into them, do something with them. We are the change. You know what I'm saying? We are, but it only starts with us. It only starts with us. If you want better, do better. And if you knew better, you would do better. So the confirmation, affirmation is here now. I'm telling you. Do better. You got it. And it is one day at a time, but just don't let that resonate. It's like, okay, it's one day at a time. You apply it today and it's like, okay, I fall into, but no, keep doing it. That's the new cycle. New cycle of change. So breaking the cycle to form the new cycle of change that you want.
Not even forming a cycle, just form a habit.
That habit. Thank you for correcting me. The habit. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. You're absolutely right. Forming that new habit. And everybody have good ones. I mean, everybody have habits. Some people have good ones, but I can't even say that people have good. People have bad, because I think I feel like that's forming under the realm of being judgmental. But it's just like whatever your habit is, just make sure it's good. To be honest, for you, but be right within you, because you can't expect to change from everyone else if you don't have it within you. That mindset from everything that falls under you just being a better person and wanting a better world. And to be honest, that's what I wanted to say. It's really our world. It's like, this is your world, this is my world. People just live in it, to be honest. You get what I'm saying? That's just how the way I personally feel when it comes to that. And even when it's being your world and being our world, what are you changing to make it better? What are you doing to make it better? So when people come across Bria, when people come across Ernasia, I love being around Bria. I love being around Ernasia. It's that energy. It's that spiritual energy. You know what I'm saying? It's that script that you point. It's that script. It's the words that you use. It's the scriptures that you drop within those conversations. It's how determined you are within what you're doing. It's the path that you're walking in that I can see too. I may not see in full fruition of what you see, but I see it. I'm there with you. You know what I'm saying? I may not be there with you, but I'm still there with you. And you on the right path. Walk in your purpose, walk in your light, walk in your truth. Live by faith and not by sight. Everything that we see doesn't mean it's always right either. You are the only one that can break the cycle. You're absolutely right. The only one. OMG. I cannot, okay? Thank you. You know what? Why does this keep coming up? Can we get your guest information again? Absolutely. They want to know your information before we wrap up.
You can find me on Instagram at Treasured Airs. That's my Instagram name. And then on Facebook, I am The Golden Bee by Bria Banks. Or you can just simply search my name, Bria Banks, and I have my personal page there as well. The Golden Bee
on Facebook, right?
Yes.
The Golden Bee. If you didn't get it, I would definitely leave a comment or something, or when I actually share this and make sure I have my information in there. I am ecstatic. I'm not gonna lie with this episode right here. This right here, the breaking the cycle is just, it's it.
Breaking cycles, even in me.
Right.
That was like a good conversation. I was like, okay.
Yes.
Always great to have reminders. You know,
I love this show. Great information. Continue to bring it. I will full force. I love that you young people are getting woke now, breaking the cycle. Very good start. I appreciate you. I already been woke. It's just the fact that I wasn't. How would you say? I wasn't engaged. That's exactly what it was. And I was half asleep, half woke, still in a sense, and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to be fully rising into what I'm doing now. You get what I'm saying? Like I wasn't ready yet. And again, that starts with you. So if you're not ready for that change yet, again, you cannot expect to change from everyone else. You get what I'm saying? So you have to want it for you first. And this right here, I want for me because I know it's for me. I love what I'm doing. I love who I am. So speak freely. You already know. Thank everybody for actually tuning in, that tuned in. Those that will be watching later, thank y'all for watching too. You already know next week I'm coming back at it again. I can't stop, won't stop rocking to the beat. Y'all know how I get down, okay? For real. It's the one and only host with the most. Big shout out to our Black media and to everybody else that's actually on this platform. Until next time, y'all, I will see y'all. We out. Next week.
Like that.